Alright, and hello, and welcome to Starmade. Today we'll be talking about asteroids. So in asteroids, there are 8 in total: a blue one, an orange one, purple, black, red, yellow, gray, and green in their colors. Yet, when you go to the navigation menu, they're not as seen with their color. So you have to remember it by their shard name and their ore name. So you can see shard and ore. And so I'll be going through each of them today. First off, we're going to take a look at the Parsing and Samson. Now, do keep in mind, these probably are not the official names or pronunciations. This is how I personally pronounce them, so pronounce them as you will. So, we're going to take a look at over here. The orange one will be Parsing and Samson. All this white stuff you see on the outer edge will be ice. And then in sort of like the blobbish form, you have the ore itself. So this is Samson. And over here we have the shard depicted as like shardish pieces. This is Parsing. And so next we got Rama and Surtees, which is this one down here, the blue one. And so again, ice on it. And the purple blob, there we go, is Surtees, and the shard is going to be Ramet. And let's see, Ramet, Hatel, and Hylat, or how I will pronounce it. We have ice, and then we have the highlight, and the tail is the yellow shard over here. So as you can see, not all of them have the same color shard on the same asteroid. Now additionally, there's another thing. This block structure here, that's the kind of like the coloring that you'll end up seeing when you go to do crafting. So this is going to be Dolan. Over here on the Samson and Surtees, Parsing and Samson, we have the Chabaz, and over on these ones over here, we have Larimar. And so those are the ones on the outer edges. So we open up the map menu, and we see in the galaxy, these yellow rings on the outer edges are going to be asteroid belts. The purple ones are going to be the ones for planets. And so as you get closer to the center, you end up getting a lot more warmer asteroids. So these are the ones on the outer belt that contain ice. And as we go closer in, we'll see some that have sand and red dirt. And then as we get even closer to the sun, we'll have ones that have lava on them. So I'm going to go ahead and move over to one of the closer ones. And so as we get closer towards the sun, we end up having Noct and Masset. So we have the Noct and Masset. And then for the outer edges, we have Varus. And on the yellow stuff, we have sand. So sand, Varus, so Noct, and Masset. These are going to be found on the greenish asteroids out towards like a little bit in further towards the sun. So we were up at about like that far of a distance from the sun, and now we're a bit closer. As we get closer, we should be seeing more like lava stuff towards this layer of the sun. And gonna go find the ones with red dirt on them. Alright, so now we have Varet and Zerkner with a cinnabar on the outer edge. And we have red dirt covering as well. I want to say it, I'll just exit and we'll find out. So it's going to be, the red dirt is the darkish part, and the lighter part is going to be a cinnabar. Then we have Varat on here, And then we should also have Bastion on here somewhere. If I can find some. There it is. Bastion. And so, doing this, we end up having one with red dirt on it. And there's going to be another one. The one that's very important that you're going to be finding absolute mass tons of. Which I will show you in just a second here. Now, something about this one that's interesting is it's a Bastion and Ferdkeen, and it has Lucar in the center of it. So it's currently completely covered in an outer shell of red dirt, but it's actually yellow on the inside of here. So if we end up leaving this, and we start mining into it, at some point we're gonna end up start seeing the yellow outer shell. And there we go. And so, as you can see, we have struck yellow. And to the outer side, so I can end up showing this off better. Or, yeah, I can just see if I can spawn in a salvager here. We'll spawn in a salvager here. There we go. Alright. And here. Now we should be able to tear into the asteroid to show you the inner siding of it. Alright, there we go. And so from this point, you should easily be able to see that it's yellow on the inside of it. It has a red and dirt on the outside. So it's a bit, almost looks like the one with Cinnabar, Varet, and Zerkner. But it is different. And this is Ferdkeen. This is pretty much the life source of any ship that you're going to make. Because hull is made out of Ferdkeen, primarily. And then you also have with this Bastion. So this is an asteroid that you're going to want to come across a ton of. And in copious amounts of this, you're going to want to try and get a hold of. And so, on to the next locations. I think I'll take that ship with me for the other asteroids. Alright. Alright, and now we have Matisse and Gisper with a Tect on the outside. And now this one contains lava, as you can see. It is a glowing source as well, so it's really nice. And now, with this as well, you can clearly see that we have the ore on the outside of it. And we have some shard down there. So we have the Gisper, which would be here, and Matisse, which would be the shard down there. So we have a red shard and kind of like an orangish ore. Alright, and so now we come to our final asteroid that we're going to be able to see in the galaxy, which is going to be the Synthar and Threns, and the outer stuff on the purple would be Sugil. And then, so we can end up seeing, for here, we have the Threns, and then we have the Synthar, and the Sugil is what covers this whole thing. Now, towards the core of it is where you're going to be able to find the lava that it contains. And so, these are all the things about asteroids, and now I'll go and place a few things down, or get them in my inventory, to show you what they look like when you get a hold of them. Alright, and these are all of the shards, ores, and the blocks that you'll be able to get a hold of. So the shards are here, ores are here, and the blocks are here. And so this is one asteroid, another type of asteroid, another one, another one, another one. As you can see, each of the columns here is a individual asteroid. So on one asteroid, you'll find Rama, Surtees, Larmar, then Parsing, Samson, and Shabazz, and so on. And so those were the ones that we walked through in order of their distance from the sun. We have the one with Larimar, so the blue one, the orange one, then the white one are all in one group. And then we have the ones with red dirt being the green, red, and yellow. And those are the ones at the middle. And the closest ones to the sun, which are dangerous to get a hold of, is the purple and the black one. Reason why they're dangerous is because if you get too close to the sun, you start burning up and overheating, and you start taking hull damage because you're too close to the sun. And so this has been a review on asteroids, and we'll see you next time.